I'm about to tell every single person here the legend of Paddy Murphy.
Paddy Murphy, baby.
Woo!
Matt Parado, baby. Oh my God, Matt Parado.
Lower she went up. Picture yourself, 1920 in Chicago.
Chicago.
Business is good, life is easy, and Al Capone's syndicate is the red-hot center of guilty pleasure for the Windy City.
Oh, yeah.
Capone's top bootleggers moved from safe house to speakeasy, staying one short step ahead of crack teams of the feds.
Fuck the Fed. Fuck them.
Every devious trick in the playbook to keep them away. After all, blood within whiskey ruins the flavor.
You're here.
In the middle of this story, somewhere between history and legend, we come across Paddy Murphy. Woo! An imposing Irishman whose temper and wits were always in race to see which one was quicker. Some say he was breastfed from a shot glass. As a boy, it was rumored that it took him till Tuesday to finish his confession from Saturday night. So he gave up guilt for Lent.
Amen, amen.
As a man, he became one of the most respected mobsters in Chicago, and he was famous for carrying 2 large Tommy guns.
Amen.
Someone once reported that he brought a knife to a gunfight just to give the other guy a fighting chance.
Exactly.
But stories like these are meant to be enjoyed and should never be taken too seriously. What we do know is that members of Chicago's underworld were not the only ones with an eye on the Paddy Murphy. The feds gave the job to Elliot Ness, one of the most ruthless agents in the country, and one of the few men whose name could put a fear of flash in Paddy Murphy's eyes. Ness and his men moved into Chicago, and it wasn't long before every bootlegger skipped town, except Paddy Murphy. One night, on an anonymous tip, Ness and his men surrounded an abandoned warehouse where Murphy and his men were supposedly preparing a shipment of whiskey.
I love whiskey.
They stormed in with guns, and within the chaos, Ness ordered Murphy to surrender.
Hell no.
Murphy disagreed, and he drew his gun. Ness fired and delivered a fatal wound to Paddy Murphy's chest.
Bro on bro crime, bro.
As he walked over to read Murphy his rights, the Irishman reached out and gave his hand to Ness in the handshake that no brother of Sigma Alpha Epsilon could mistake.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
The agent realized what he had done and looked into the eyes of his dying fraternal brother. The history books will never say this, but it is rumored that Ness dipped into one whiskey barrel that night and went shot for shot with Paddy until he died.
That's long.
The long and short of it is that Ness ordered an honorary funeral for Paddy Murphy, complete with a traditional Irish celebration of life, death, and all the joys and vices that come along with them. This tradition is carried out once a year by the brothers of Sigma Alpha Epsilon.
Yeah.
But of course, bars are for talking and life is for living, and sometimes you just have to be there to know. The end.